Hello, I'm FX Toycat, and the latest Minecraft beta didn't just add a goat horn, which allows you to cheat at Minecraft speedruns more effectively, but it also added a whole ton of other features, one of which wasn't on the changelog. This is what we used to call a secret feature, a feature that is inside of the update but isn't on the changelog, and the secret feature they did decide to add is really interesting because it relates to shields and the new combat. And by new combat, I of course mean an update that came out for Minecraft Java in 2014, but which has never made its way to Bedrock, except they're slowly doing that now. Let's talk about what it is, how it was added, and then also go through each of the 18 goat horns one by one, because I want to give them all a listen and rate them all later. But for now, let's explain the shield, because the way the shield works in Minecraft is when people... Okay, well that was fun. When you get attacked on the shield, enemies will bounce off it. It's a very, very powerful thing, because all you lose is durability in exchange for being basically invulnerable, and the downside balancing factor that is meant to keep this fair on the Java edition is the fact that you can break through shields using an axe. This has been added to the latest Minecraft Bedrock beta. As you can see, there is now a cooldown time on shield, where if the cooldown is active, you will not be able to block attacks, whether it's against an axe or not, and the axe is the thing that makes that happen, meaning that now you can die, and now Vindicators and axes have been significantly buffed. I decided to test whether this was just for Vindicators, or whether it was in multiplayer too, so I got my editor into a game after much trying, thank you Harrison, and we did decide to test, and yes, you can break each other's shields, and those shields have a cooldown all the same. In fact, I decided to test if you have two shields, one in your offhand, one in your main hand, will the cooldown still apply to both at the same time? And yes, it very much does. And it's actually kind of funny to look at, because when you see the way these shields work, and the fact I killed an ally, you know, now I'm really mad with you, but basically, if you actually see the way that these shields work, it's interestingly reminiscent of the goat horn, where if you blow one goat horn, it actually has a cooldown for all the goat horns in your inventory, whether copper or not. And so yeah, it's interesting that the shields have the same effect, where if you get hit by something on one shield, all shields that you own, again with an axe I should say, if you get hit by an axe with one shield, all shields that you own, as you can see, are now in cooldown mode and can't be used effectively. Whereas now, as you can see, just got past it, there we go, we can do it again. So it still works to some extent, you just have to be smart with switching it. And now that also means that combat on Bedrock has got significantly more interesting, because you do have to switch between the axe and not if you're playing against people with shields. So all in all, it's incredibly interesting stuff. In case you're curious as to why it's a secret feature, why it isn't anywhere on the changelog, the simple answer is it seems as though they made a mistake. They were testing combat at the last second and they didn't add it. We've had that confirmed by King B Dogs himself, and so yeah, this is just an accident, and that's why, generally speaking, the accuracy of changelogs in the Minecraft, Bedrock, and Java days is usually why we don't use the term secret feature anymore to refer to features that aren't on the changelog, but instead we use to refer to lesser known features, and so that is very interesting. And so, did you know, here is a lesser known feature. The shield is not just, here's like another secret that is perhaps a bug, in fact, very likely a bug, but shows what they've been testing with the shield, because if you want to activate the cooldown on the shield, you don't just have to be attacked by an axe-wielding person, you can also just use the left trigger or right click, and as you can see, that also activates the cooldown. This means that you can effectively worthless your own shields if you want by just pressing left trigger. This means they were playing around with adding a right click or left trigger function to, you know, a use function we could say, to the shield, which means I think they are planning on full combat parity, if not in this current update, then soon, and they've been testing it some amount and accidentally left some of that in there. Because again, there is no left trigger, right click function, use function on Bedrock right now, but they were trying to add one when they added this cooldown. Or somehow the game is just coded so that, you know, like crouching and being hit by an axe is exactly the same as pressing the, you know, the use button. I couldn't tell you for sure. Minecraft is a lot of spaghetti code, I can imagine, after 10 years of updates. And so what I want to say today is that this is very interesting stuff, but it's not the only thing we're talking about today, because guess what? I have a copper horn right here, and this copper horn is what happens when I exercise a lot. And you know what happens? I get pure water desire. And yeah, basically, I want to go through the copper, the new horns, because this is a major sound engineering accomplishment. We still don't know if the horns are going to stay in Minecraft yet, which feels like a weird place to be. Oh my god, we're totally going to die, aren't we? Actually, let's see if we can use these arrows to attack the evoker over there, because the evoker's just not going to attack. Oh, there we go. We got a Vex. This is even more fun. Look at this, by the way. This is my first time looking around at a Vex and an ally together in person. I'm just saying. You can tell that these two guys share some design language, right? You can totally tell that. Let's see if they care about the goat horn. They don't seem to. No, no, don't do it, skeleton. Don't do it. Anyway, let's now hop into creative mode. By the way, the fact that you can use your shield in creative mode too. Again, do you see that cooldown happening right there? So fascinating. Cooldowns of all sorts apply to creative mode as well, which I've always thought to be an interesting design decision. But another interesting design decision was deciding to add a whole goat horn category of items to Minecraft. So if you're not already familiar, this is the goat horn selection. There are 18 of these things. Well, there's 9 goat horns and there's 9 copper horns. And of these 18 horns, 17 are brand new, and one of which came from the previous update because they were going to add goat horns to 1.18. They decided not to at the last minute, and today I'm going to be going through each of these. I think 9 is a really nice number to go through because it means that, as you can see, we can fit our inventory. Okay, wait, are we going to get this correctly? We can fill our... Wait, no, it's 20. I'm really dumb. 9 would have been a really good number to go for, but they didn't. They went for 20 instead, and so now we have to live with going through all the goat horns and then switching out. Let's go for each of the goat horns one by one, and let's tell you what I think of them. Wait, actually, here's another important fact you might want to know. First of all, as you can see, the way the goat horn cooldowns work are really interesting. All the goat horns have the same cooldown, except the copper horn, which has a shorter cooldown, unless you've just used a regular horn cooldown. And so what this means is, like, obviously, if we use our second goat horn... Now our copper horn isn't going to start cooling down until it's about at the point where it will cool down at the same rate as these. However, the same thing happens interestingly in reverse, where if you use a copper horn a single time, as you can see, the copper horn will be ready to use before a goat horn does, because it's got a shorter cooldown. And so yeah, it just looks very interesting in inventory, but now you can see what that is. We're going to come back to this goat horn as we do the rest of them, but for now, let's grab this and let's go through, again, we're going through one by one, every single goat horn. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go through the second one here. This is Sing. I can see that being a Sing. Next up, we've got Seek. But like, you know, like you're seeking something, hide and seek, not like the major religion. Just in case that's what you thought. I think Seek is kind of fun. Again, like, if you try to think about these in a gameplay context where they're trying to use them exclusively as communication, that kind of works, right? Then next up, we've got, obviously, it's our favorite, Feel. And so Feel sounds like this. Is that really Feel? I feel as though that's a stupid name for that particular goat horn. Then, of course, we've got Admire. I'm not sure I admire the designers for... I think both of these are pretty similar to each other, truth be told, but not as similar as this. Oh, I guess they're all pretty similar. I'm going to guess that the next bunch are all going to be that too. So then we've got Yearn coming up next. I yearned for whatever that was to never play on my screen ever again. Then, of course, we've got... So that's a pillager version of THX. You know what? I feel as though not enough people got my THX things. We're going to do a special edit right now, just to show you what I mean by that. Then, of course, we've got this goat horn. By the way, I find it annoying. The only way to know which goat horn you have is to literally hover over it this way. I think just like how enchantments show on the hotbar, that should also show. But then we've got Fly over here. Oh. I think if they were going for a Fly song, they missed their mark here, but not as much as with the copper horn. So obviously we've gone through Dream already. This is... It's a horn that can really help you with, you know, to go further on my joke before and kill it all the way to the ground, it's actually a horn that allows you to cheat at Minecraft speedruns and then deny repeatedly that you cheated at Minecraft speedruns, hire an astrophysicist to defend the fact that you didn't cheat at Minecraft speedruns, then after everyone has basically forgotten about it and stopped caring, then admit, oh yeah, by the way, I cheated and I just didn't want to admit because I'm embarrassed, but then still kind of play up like you're the good person. That's what this horn allows you to do. It's incredible what you can do with a single horn. But leaving that joke aside, because I've got to beat every joke right into the dust and offend as as many people as possible. Let's next go into the goat horns that have copper around them. There are 10 of these, and one of them's called Sweet Moonlove. Honestly, the names of all of these are pretty good, right? And so yeah, we're gonna go through each of these one by one. It's gonna take a lot longer because each of them has 3 separate horns to play. There's default. Oh, I like that one. Then there's crouching. Then there's sky looking. Oh my god. Okay, so Great Sky Falling is on right now. Okay, I'm gonna make a tier list from these. Right now, Great Sky Falling is number 1 on my tier list. Next up, we've got Old Hymn Resting. Okay, I'm liking this a little bit. So the crouching one is always kind of warlike. I think I'm gonna provisionally put this at like number 3 because I know something's gonna beat it. Pure Water Desire sounds like this, and then it sounds like this. Oh yeah, that's good. That's actually really good. Yeah, this is definitely coming second. See, Pure Water Desire already coming out ahead. Then we've got Humble Fire Memory. Oh yeah, I like this. This is like a song. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in third. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. I think I'm gonna make some more spaces though. I think something's gonna beat it out. Maybe Dry Urge Anger, which man, these names. Ooh. Yeah, this is the best crouch so far, I do have to say. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move Dry Urge Anger up to number 2. I love this one. Then we're gonna go listen to Clear Temper Journey. Again, it's they're all very saxophony, right? Ooh. It's not a bad crouch. So yeah, the way I would put Clear Temper Journey is it would clear you off your temper listening to this sort of thing, but it didn't take me enough for Journey, so I'm gonna put it at number 5 right here. Then we're gonna listen to Fresh Nest Fort, which I like is are we gonna imagine birds when we look up here? Oh my god, they have a solo as one of the copper goat horns. That is amazing. Then also we have okay, this is the winner. This is, you know, it's messing up my little tier list because I'm gonna have to move them all to the right. But this is just number 1. There's no way you can beat 2 solos and fart noises. There's just no way you can beat that unless you're Secret Lake tier. Oh, that is good, actually. Oh. Actually, maybe. Okay, no, you know, I changed my mind. I think this is number 1 now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we got Fearless River Gift and Sweet Moonlove, I think we're going to go through next. So, let's go through Sweet Moonlove now. So the place this is going on my tier list so far... It's not... I think this is my least favorite one, right? Yep, I'm out. Goodbye. Don't like you. Not the copper horn for me. Hate to tell it to you. But we got one more copper horn left to go through. Let's do it. Okay, that's fun. And then we got this. And then, finally... Yep, these are both bottom tier. We could throw this away, not even important on my list. So I'm gonna genuinely have to decide now between Secret Lake Tier and Fresh Nest Fort. These are the two best ones. Oh yeah, this is just so good. Oh man, it's hard. Okay, let's go up now. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, you know? But I like this one so much too. Okay, and then finally... Yeah, I love the solos. I feel as though, you know, okay, I've narrowed it down, and they are both tied for number one. If you want to have goat horns, you want to have the Secret Lake Tier and the Fresh Nest Fort. You want to have them together because you need that range. From here on out in Minecraft, we're going to need both these items in the inventory together. Actually, you know, there is actually a real problem in this update that I think we need to address this sooner rather than later. They still have not, again, they've confirmed the bundle is not coming in 1.19 so far. It's some future update. They're going to bring it back in. I think that we need to address the real problem that is inventory clutter. If you want to, you know, like, if goats drop multiple horns, the odds that they're the same horn, in fact, actually, I think it's a one-of-a-kind item anyway, right? Yeah, so if goats drop multiple horns, you're now going to fill up your inventory. If you want to play multiple sounds, because, again, let's say that this really does become a new form of amazing communication, you need to have multiple horns on you, which is going to be a little bit of a pain. And we've had 36 items in Minecraft for far too long now. We had 36 item slots in Minecraft when we had fewer than 100 items. Look through the creative tab now. Look at how many possible, unique, not stackable with each other blocks and items and foods and whatnot we have. It's getting ridiculous. We even have more armor types. We have 4 times as many potions. We didn't have any potions when they first came up with 36 items. I think we need to increase the size of the Minecraft inventory, or we need to be smart with it in some way, have backpacks, or, yeah, or again, the bundle is a partial solution. Shulker boxes being more early game is a solution I don't necessarily like, but could be a solution. Doing more things like that, you know, make minecart chests more usable, boat chests, whatever else it needs to be. I think we need more storage solutions so that I don't have to feel bad about carrying around both of these with me, because I love it so much. Isn't that the best? Side note, here's a question. If you crouch when you start playing the song... No, wait, if you're like... Does it matter what position you're in when you start playing or when you finish? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you start doing this animation or when you finish the animation? I'd imagine when it's when you finish, but let's confirm. So we'll crouch till the very last second. Okay, yeah, it cares what you do at the last second, which is interesting. You can fake people out about what you're gonna do. Like, okay, it's alright, I'm crouching down, and there we go. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Anyway, I've been enjoying this a lot. I am excited for goat horns on some level. I think that musical additions to Minecraft aren't useless just because they're only musical additions. I think it's worth making them useful anyway. See, take jukeboxes for example. They can make parrots dance and that's fun and cute. And having more uses for redstone or contraptions or whatever else is fun. But just because it's not making your automatic farm work, it doesn't mean the copper horn is useless. If you're a survival player solo, I'm gonna level with you, they mostly are useless. I think that is a key market. Like, you know, that's how I play Minecraft. It's gonna be something I am only able to really enjoy because of videos. I'm glad we went for all of these together, but if I wasn't me, a YouTuber, if I was Toycat the person and not Toycat the person who makes videos, I'd be like, well, these are dumb, and then I throw them right into the ocean because, I don't know, I hate turtles or something. Anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, like it, maybe consider subscribing and turning on those notifications so you can see more Big Salmon every single day on your homepage. And I guess I'll see you all in the next one, unless I don't. Goodbye.